Actually, my PPT is not sharing with you. Okay. Hello, Mohit sir, are you there? I don't know why PPT क्यों नहीं शेअर हो रही है सर.
मॅम मीटिंग एंड करून परत जॉईन करा ना.
मग आता परत ऍक्च्युली त्रास होईल ते. वेळ लागलाय जॉईन करायला मला केव्हाची ट्राय करते. ओके, वेट अ मिनिट. ओके, फाइन. PPT is visible to all of you? Yeah. Now, yes. So yesterday we have learned some risks, right? That is the activity of risks. Recognize and identify risks, rank and evaluate risks, respond to significant risks, tolerate, transfer, or terminate. Then resources control, plan your reaction, report and monitor performance, and review the risk management framework. So all we have learned yesterday. Right? Now today we go through assigning risks. What is assigning risks? So first step in risk management is to recognize and identify the risks. Whatever in any project, what kind of risks you have taken, you need to identify. Doesn't mean like that you are a project manager and the work you don't know, or you don't understand, or you don't identify. But due to what management decision, or some due to somewhat extraordinary work, you just uh, you don't think and you take the risks. Okay. So you don't know how to recognize it, you don't know how to identify it, you don't know how to do it. And what happened ki, because sometimes we don't know about it, and we हम लोग क्या कर लेते हैं, वो रिस्क ले लेते हैं. एंड देन लगता है कि यार ये होगा कि नहीं होगा. बट इफ सो फर्स्ट you recognize or just understand कि yes, this risk is important, and we take or we complete it on time. If you don't know, then discuss with your team. Okay, discuss with your colleague, discuss with the people, those who know about it, and then start. Your risk assessment process should be proportionate to your organization. Yes, means everyone should know what kind of risks you have taken. Means, big organization and big corporate offices, they have people, those who are responsible for that particular work, like CA. Like chartered accountant is responsible for balance sheet. Company secretary is responsible for all compliances of company. CMA is responsible all factory budget and all manufacturing unit. advocates responsible for whatever the cases, whatever the claims, right? So everyone should know their risks. Here, your your risk assessment process should be proportionate to your organization. So, organization, a company, corporate, whatever the risks you have given, proportionate. Doesn't matter कि आपको सारा काम दे दी. Proportion. ये accountant है तो accounts का काम, project manager तो project management का काम, whatever the work. Now, you should have a template to track and record all information. Yes, every day, you should have a template, you should have a record and record and information, whatever the work you assign, whatever the work you have completed, whatever the work you are doing, everything you know and you transfer or you submit to management. Now, how do you risks identify? Right? Whatever the risks you have taken, you should know what kind of risks you have taken. If you don't know what kind of risks you have taken and how you complete it, that means you are not completed the work on time, right? So risks is most important one. The person, those who are very responsible to take a risk, that means the person is a very uh, expert and very responsible to complete that project. So information, whatever the information gathering should always be group activity, gather hard data, whatever whenever the possible, है ना? Means the person as a project manager, he never panic, he never think about yes I am alone and do all work. No, he never think about it because he is a very good person. He is expert of that project. So he never say like that yes who I am, and he gathering all information. He work with the and he handle everyone wherever the situation is created. Now this is the format, right? Every time you need to keep record and format of assigning risks. So here the the you just mention the format like who those person who are doing low risks and those person who are doing uh, big risks, high risks, medium level risks and high risks, right? So कहाँ कहाँ लो रिक्स में काम हो रहा है, कहाँ बिग रिक्स में काम हो रहा है, कहाँ मिडिल रिक्स में काम हो रहा है, फोकस क्या है, एफर्ट क्या है, कहीं नुकसान तो नहीं हो रहा है. All things we just keep on that sheet, right? For example, low work. So low work like that ki somewhere is dig the hole, right? Somewhere is just install the machine. Because of that, we cannot start next work. Medium level work is like that the supply of material, transportation of material, right? Whatever means city to city or here. High risk means like that if you have here high risk means include the time also. What if uh, for example, if you are a production company and you will get a big order, right? 10 ton बोल रहे हो या 11 ton offer, and you know like that last week you will get an order and you committed कि yes next week I will uh, deliver that order, and you continuously start to complete that order, you continuously start to shift in work because you fulfill your commitment. When the week is completed within 2 days remain, you find like that oh my god, 11 ton ka 10 ton ka jo order hai we are not completed, we have only like that 1 crore whatever, and so it's a high risk. how many people you require to complete that project? You आपने सब छोड़ दिया और all people को उसमें लगा दिया and then you completed. So it's a very high risk. So think about it. Whenever you committed, whatever the works you have started, so that time if you are confident, yes, all thing is means resources, technical errors, everything. Sorry, everything. If you handle, then you committed the person that you are complete the risk. But okay, but if you take an order and you are not completed or you fulfill, you not fulfill your commitment, that means you are very bad project manager. Got it? So कंपनी जो कंपनी से आपने ऑर्डर लिया है वो मना कर देगी एंड आपका नुकसान होगा, कंपनी का नुकसान होगा. Got it? So think about it. Now we have seen the responding to risks. The 4 T's are here. There is a tolerate, there is a treat, there is transfer, and the terminate. Okay. So if you are not perform well as per the risks, as per the management, so the 4 T's you have, that is tolerate, treat, transfer, and terminate. So strategies for negative risks and treat. Here we explain the 4 T's, right? So what it is exactly? The 4 T's are, first it is tolerate, right? So tolerate means what? If you are not working properly, got it? And company, I'm audible to all of you? Yes. Hello? Okay. So if you are, same example, start like the project manager, whatever the order you have taken and you are not fulfill the risk, right? Whatever I am telling you now. The team members so but not completely. So you do it. 2 days remain, 1 hour remain, 3 hours remain. Do that by hook or by hook. Yes. So right, hash treatment, you will give that it's really important because you as a manager you need to complete the task. So that the training team, right? You have to you order possibility to complete that work. So that's why you never listen to anyone's problems and you just scold them to complete that particular work. And it's happened when the deadline is on pipeline. So that time you don't think anything. Still, you don't think about it, whatever. Right? So you never give permission to others already issue the orders like that. You know, is sensitive, no one is doing any sign, no one doing kind of work. You need to complete that work all that time. So this is the treatment given by you to your people because the deadline completed. Now, second one is the transfer. In that situation, if some employees or if some people are not doing work or they are just doing, they are not following the terms and conditions and what we say, they are not think about your work. किसी को नहीं पता लगता ना वो quality है या फिर सारी चीजें करेगा या फिर someone doing undoing. So that time manager had to take a hard decision to transfer the worker same time because he know the rules and regulations is manager. What we do is happened and this worker is very good and he is working from last 20 or 15 years, but now he is not listening and that's why the company or manager decided to transfer that person. Now, the terminate. What is terminate? You are not working well, whatever the memo you have given, whatever the letters you have given, you have completed something, you have completely, whatever. So the company has decided to terminate you, right? Manager has decided to terminate you. Will terminate. I hope you understand the 4 T's of risk management, right? So that is very important and asked in your examination the 4 T's of project management, that is tolerate, treat, transfer and terminate. Got it? To all project managers, when you become a project manager, the time you should know the 4 T's and you just responsible for that 4 T's. Got it? Now, next it is the strategies for negative risks or trade. Yes. So that strategies are avoid transfer, mitigate and acceptance. Right? You can think about avoid. Times as a project manager, you just avoid and skip some things on site when you are working. So avoid of work, avoid of commitment, avoid of team members. That means very bad impact on your deadlines of project, right? So this is the negative strategy, or this is the negative thing, because you are not take positively. You don't have you don't scold him, those people who are not working. Means you just ignore. Avoid means you ignore the things and risks and trips. That time you are alone and no one is listen to you, no one is report to you, no one is submit the report to the management. So it's impact on your performance. So management at that time, management has decided what they do. They change manager. They because the management also want to complete their task on time, है ना? Profit होता है तभी तो company or other um, company invested money to complete that project, right? So this comes in negative risks. Means you know the risks, what kind of risks you need to take, but you just avoid it, you just ignore that, right? So transfer, what is transfer? Transfer means if you are not eligible for that, so management is decide to uh, transfer your work, right? They just transfer you, they just terminate you because you are not eligible for that. Mitigate, what is, they scold you, yeah, or they remove you. They say, they give a notification that you are not eligible for that particular work. So it's come in negative and it's negative traits. Now acceptance, and at last you accept that it is, yes, you are not eligible for that particular work, and that's why you accept it. And even manager or management is also expected to the people, the project manager is not completed the work, right? Strategies for positive risks or opportunities. So exploit, share, enhance, and expect. Some projects we have seen, they have exploit their labor or people. So we feel like that they exploit, but no, it's not like that. Exploit means they have committed that you are working on 12 hours, you are working on 8 hours, right? So whatever the time you given the management or company, so you follow it. Got it? So nowadays we and India, we are Indians, so we know how kind of work we need to do. Some people are doing too much work, someone is not doing uh, that kind of work. What if they just what they just come, sit, and just observe and go. So and others, for example, labor people, they exploit a lot. नहीं अभी करना है, नहीं अभी जाना है, नहीं. So that kind of. But if you feel like that, it's happened with you. So a lot of opportunities in market, and you try it. Share your ideas, thoughts with others. Yeah, ठीक है, okay, fine. You are not happy here, then you share your ideas, share your knowledge to the people, those who want to new opportunities, those who want to join new companies, right? So enhance your power, enhance your knowledge, enhance your communication skill, enhance your working experience, and you go wherever you want and you join, because here you know how to manage the thing, how to handle the people, everything. And on that basis, you accept it and you join the other project, right? So reaction planning, right? So reaction planning means you should build a contingency plan for each major risk, right? So you should know what kind of plan you take and what kind of risks you need to do, and you just identify and start it, right? So the plan should detail, right? Plan कैसा होना चाहिए? Detail में होना चाहिए. In first year, the fundamental of management, we learn what is management and how we plan, right? How to do, when to do, what to do, where to do, everything we need to discuss this. Discuss, discuss. So that lecture we prepare a lot of what posters regarding the management, regarding the team, regarding the work, regarding the functions of management and all, and same thing applying in project management. Okay, so when you start any project, that time you just discuss with your team, discuss with your people, those who know how to start, right? When to start, because all when you want to start any kind of work, that means you are required all material, right? एक सिंपल एग्जांपल मैं देती हूँ. जब आपकी मदर किचन में खाना बनाती है, got it? So, but before that, she every month of the end or every start of the month, she just fill all groceries in their kitchen, because she know what kind of things she require on daily basis, right? So whenever whenever the people or whenever the guest, whenever you uh, go to home and you just tell her ki, mom, I want to eat that thing, mom, I want to this thing, so she just go to kitchen. Within a 5 or 10 minutes she prepare the food and serve you, because everything is ready in kitchen except vegetable or all what. And she also decide ki yes, and sometimes it's happened the uh, thing is not available in her kitchen, so she told you ki will do tomorrow or today evening. But she committed and she went to she go to market and she collect the whatever she required for that particular thing, and she prepare it, because she is also perform uh, every day a small project, right? So here also we require the things like when, who, what, where. That means you need to require all things, right? Material, land, everything. In chapter 2, we have learned what kind of responsibility, what kind of risks depend on each other, right? So all materials, all small work when we have seen. अगर आपको कहीं dig करना है या कोई machine install करनी है, so for that also required 15 to 20 days. Got it? Because you have a land, but don't do not have a material, do not have a people, manpower to complete that work, don't have a machine, so how you complete your project within a time? But you have everything, and then you just discuss with your team कि yes, ये करने के लिए कितना time लगेगा? Okay, 3 days. Next work will be completed on 4 days. Next work will be completed on 15 days, whatever. So when you start your first work, then after 3 or 4 days you start second work, right? Phase wise work we need to do now, right? Then when you complete your second, first and second, so next work, so that's called a phases, है ना? That's called a code which you have given in your particular project कि 7 days के project को A नाम दिया, उसके बाद के 3 days के project को B नाम दिया, उसके बाद C नाम. So when you prepare the report in your format, so that time you just mention this week you have completed only project only phase A, right? Next week you have completed phase B, phase C, phase D, whatever. So that is the build. You just build a contingency of plan, right? Contingency of the work. Those who want to take a risk to fulfill that particular work. Got it? So here also you have decided when, who, what, where. When means required your land and all for to complete your project. Who means the people, the manpower is required for that complete the project. What means whatever the material you require, whatever the machines you required, whatever the time you bound with uh, that particular project. Where means how many times you require to complete that project. What is so all plan details, all things you should decide it, and you should in detail, right? So in it comes in budget, right? You prepare your budget, you prepare your profit and loss statement, you prepare your cash flow statement, you prepare your bank flow statement. Everything you prepare on the basis of budget, right? So you decided your overall project completed on for rupees 10 lakh. On rupees 10 lakh means what? So nowadays you have a 10 lakh, right? So and in that amount how many amount you save it, है ना? आपको सेव भी करना है, ऐसा नहीं कि उड़ा देना है सब आपको. You need to save the amount also. So that is the trick which you follow when you become a project manager. When, where, who, why, what the things you require. If you do not, for example, if you are not um, prepare budget, if you are not assign the work, manpower is not there, so how you complete your work? Okay, so everything should be decided, everything should be learned, everything should be discussed with your team, then you complete it, then you um, assign the work to other people for complete that particular work. Now reporting and monitoring, yes, whatever as per plan, and as per the plan, whatever you have decided, so you should complete it, right? Whatever the plan, you should complete the project, and for that you required material, you required some quality of work, you required manpower to complete that work, everything. So when your organization establishes its risk management framework, a reporting hierarchy should also be established. Yes, that is the thing. When your manager, when the people, those who are working that particular project, they are manage the thing, they work very hard for that project. That's why they complete the project. Whatever the framework, whatever the reports they have uh, shared to you, right? You need to fulfill it. You need to complete it. What if? So that is the work. Your reporting structure will differ and depending on the complexity of your risk management program. Yes. How to follow the discipline, how to submit, excuse me, how to follow the reporting, right? How to submit the reports on daily basis. Every report you need to submit the management. Yes, whatever the error, whatever the कभी error आ जाएगा कभी कुछ, so you should complete it, you should submit it, means you are a good manager. Your organization will need to develop a checklist of items that will need to be reported on and monitored on a regular basis. Yes. So organization people should know that you are a major people, you are the people, those who are responsible that work. So you complete it and you just um, report it to people, those who completed the work. Means all people reporting, you submit to your manager, to your team, that you are complete or the people are completed the work. Now item that will need to report it on inflow. Yes. What kind of item, what kind of things, what kind of reports you just mention in your project report that is changed to its changes here, guides maintain your misses and incidents, some kind of incident, some kind of error, some kind of claims are there. Changes that will affect the risk management program. So all item means here we have discussed the changes in risk. Sometimes we as a project manager has a right to change some people and some train the people, so it will take a long time because the team don't know about that work, so before that they train, after training they complete the work, so it will take a long time. That's why you need to manage that time because changes is happened, right? Whatever the works you delivered the team, but you find that the team members are not doing that work very well. That means you give some time to complete that work, right? So that kind of risks you need to take, but on time ही काम होना चाहिए. Now, near incidents, sometimes some incidents is happen, right? Machine part is doing, or sometimes fire is doing, sometimes uh, rainy, due to rainy season work is not completed. Sometimes the 2-3 employees are absent, 2-3 manpower is not join work. So that time the situation is a very harsh situation, and as a project manager you don't take any kind of any leave and you complete that particular work. So next time the workers and the people will come, so you know about their work and you know about what kind of uh, work they want to do, right? So changes that will affect the risk management program. Yes. So risk is important, and whatever the changes, whatever the program, whatever the risks we have taken, so uh, you should what affect it, because if you fulfill the work on time, that means you are a very good person to complete the work. You just changes the situation, you just changes the team members because you have a target, huh? You need to perform on that deadline. You just complete the project. That's why as a project manager you have right to changes and take a risk to complete that particular work. Now the reviewing and evaluate the framework. What is reviewing and evaluate the framework? So analysis of risk response measures, whether they achieve the desired results and did so efficient. Right? Whatever the works, whatever the risks, whatever the major tasks, whatever the responsibility, you just take it because those who are taken, they those who know how to complete the work, those who have a good experience about risks, right? So they start their work and complete with efficiently. Now, review of reporting and monitoring procedures. Yes, whatever the reporting, you just review that reports and monitor the procedures. You just monitor all procedures, all project work that you know. You, as a team member, as a manager, they no, they just review the work. Yes, you are completed as per report or not. They check the compliance, they check everything, and then they will give remark of that particular work on their next work. They will give a permission to start next work. Now, next it is knowledge gap analysis and sorry, review of report and monitoring procedures. Yes, sir. Knowledge gap analysis for risk assessment. Yes, sometimes they find that there is a gap. The person is don't know about this, but he said yes, I will do it. So gap is there is they don't know about that what they are, and the situation is like that we have a very less time and we don't provide any kind of training, right? So gap is there. So the analysis you just analyze that gap and You complete that work because you are a project manager. You know how to do it. You should know how to do it. You should know which people are doing this, right? So compliance check with appropriate regulations and organizations. Yes, because compliance is important and all compliance is very particular basis and very report basis. That is important. Now the options of key external and internal stakeholders is there. A lot of stakeholders are there. They checked everything, what kind of work you are completed and all. Now self certification. Self certification, yes. Like that, if you are provided uh, any work to other manpower and all. So you give appreciation, you give certification like that. Yes, your work is going good and you have completed it, right? So self certification you have provided them. Yes, the person is going well. So you have a format of that all, right? So that's why you remark the good work, bad work, perform well, excellent work. So that is the certification, and that certification you submit to management for compliance. Now, risk disclosure experience to identify future risks. Yes, whatever the risks you have find when you are starting the project. So you learn from that. The next time when you have start new project, that time the risk is comes or that kind of risk you find. So you have an expert how to handle it because already you work about that risk. So repeat of risk assessment. Yes, sometimes you should decide it. The repeat mistake, repeat error not happen. But sometimes it's happened, so you should know about how to handle it, how to manage it, and solve the problem. So lessons learned, yet overall project, what you learn, what kind of barriers comes when you start the project. In the middle, in the starting, in the middle, and the end of the finishing. So you just mention all because your reports are there and you mention everything in your reports, right? So what you learn from that project, that is most important, and you just mention in your report that what you learn from that project. Recommendations and implementation plan, yes, उसमें रिकमेंडेशंस एंड जैसे अभी आप अपने एसआईपी में डालोगे ना ओवरऑल स्टडी के बाद आपने क्या सीखा, क्या सजेशंस है, क्या करने से कंपनी में ग्रोथ होगा, लाइक दैट implementations and recommendations mentioned in your project report also, because next project you are not doing that kind of mistake. Got it? So next we have started tomorrow. Okay, so hope you understand the session. Anyone want to ask any question? No? Okay. Bye bye. Take care. Have a good day to all of you.